Hi, this is Tandy Gutierrez, and this is one of your Pimp Your Mat mini vids. So today I'm going to show you helicopters. Very unknown exercise, but why I love them is because they're so good for your hips. So our hips and shoulders are ball and socket joints, and they're actually built to move in 360 degrees. What? Full circles, right? But how often do we really do that? Okay, unless you're an athlete, honestly, you don't often get that full range of motion in them. So helicopters is an exercise specifically for the hip socket. Gives you great stretch and flexibility in the inner thigh, but having more access to all of that inner thigh business gives you more access to your low core pelvic floor and those internal obliques. So it is functional, feels really yummy in the process of gaining flexibility, but it also can allow you more grip strength and more access to that low core, which flattens the belly, keeps your spine strong and safe, all good stuff, okay? So I have some props with me because I'm going to show you a couple different variations. So I've got a yoga block and I've also got a foam roller, but we're going to start just with the plain one on the floor. So basic helicopters, you're just going to lay on your back and the legs are going to go straight up towards the ceiling as they can. They don't have to be big like mine, but they can get big. So the goal is just to scissor, scissor, and then sweep the sides of the room, okay? So scissor, scissor, sweep the sides of the room. And that can get faster over time, right? Or they can stay really little and slow, right? So that you're getting into the goods of the hip socket. They don't have to be big to be good, but you eventually maybe might explore that bigger circle to go, oh, I can do that, and I'm gaining flexibility because of it, okay? So for some, this position is just uncomfortable, and it's kind of nice to be propped up for it. So you can use a yoga block. It's gonna go under your sacrum, so the bony part of your tush, right? Head's on the floor, roll the shoulders down and back. It doesn't matter if your hands touch the floor or not, and the legs are gonna go up. This is lovely because it releases the low back and it gives you a little bit more support. So even if you're like, helicopters are not for me, you might just try setting up in this position. It's a lovely restorative position. But then because you've got the low back with more space, you may get more flexibility and more motion out of it because you kind of took the low back out of it. So again, the scissor, scissor, sweep the sides of the room with the big toes. Scissor, scissor, sweep the sides of the room, and then rest and bring them in. And then of course the foam roller is going to work exactly the same way. If you don't have both props, or if you just want to see, sometimes we attach to one prop more than the other. It just feels good. Maybe the roundedness of it feels better than the block. Totally up to you. On this one, the arms are going to go across the top to help stabilize it. And then same thing, scissor, scissor, sweep the sides of the room. Scissor, scissor, sweep the sides of the room. So you go 1, 2, open up. 1, 2, open up. And as you practice these, clearly, you're going to gain flexibility and proficiency. Because like I always say, it's a practice, not a perfect. And every day is different on the mat, and you want to meet yourself on the mat. So those are the helicopters, very unknown exercise that I think more people should know about, so I'm sharing them with you today. If you want more of my long workouts, the 30 minutes, www.pimpyourmat.com, and I'm there every 3 days, brand new workout, full length stuff. But in the meantime, mini vids can really help improve what you already got going on.